Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to, I think, answer a lot of questions that people I know might have or have had in the past. Never in a million years did I think I would be filming myself talking about what I'm going to be talking about and having it out there for the world to see. It should be out there and that people should know that this is who I am and this is what I've gone through. First of all, I want people to know that you're never alone and that it's okay to ask for help. I have suffered from anxiety and depression my whole life. And it's something that not a lot of people know and something that I don't really like talking about. And I know that people go through this every day and have gone through this and you know, it's just the way it is. And it sucks. It's shitty and it feels like it's never gonna get better, but it will get better. So it mainly all started in, I think, 5th grade. I, for some reason, started to not being able to go to school. I couldn't get out of the car without breaking down, and I sure as hell couldn't get inside the school. It was just too much for me. I started to miss school, and I fell into this depressed state of, you know, this black hole. I'd sleep all day or I wouldn't get out of bed. I'd be depressed. I'd say I was fine when clearly I wasn't. I literally felt like I was in this giant black hole that I couldn't climb out of. And I didn't know what to do. I definitely want to thank the group of friends that I had in the past who literally will always have a special place in my heart. And I think that those people know who they are because they would, you know, when I started to go back, they would come and have breakfast with me in the guidance counselor's office. And they would talk with me and, you know, we'd have fun. It was just about me being in the building, which was a huge step. It took everything it had in me to just step in the building. So having those friends sit with me and have breakfast and we would talk, it helped me more than I think they know. And I just want to say thank you because they never asked once, why are we doing this? Or where have you been? Or all they knew was I had a hard time and needed my friends to support me. And that's what they did. And then, you know, middle school was just complete and utter shit. I have blocked out so much of it because it was just such a bad time. And that's when I kind of lost touch with a bunch of friends because I didn't make the effort. And that was all on me. It was on me because I didn't make the effort to stay connected because I didn't care at the time. And I was, you know, failing classes and just not doing well emotionally to the point where I just wanted to, you know, I wanted it to end. That's how bad it got. I just thought, you know, I can't seem to do anything right, so why should I try anymore? I don't know exactly why this all happened. Why was always the question. Why? You're never gonna get a full answer, a clear answer of why. It's just some people suffer from anxiety and depression and some people don't. And as, you know, fucked up as it is, it's the card that was played. And now I'm always gonna have to deal with this and figure out coping mechanisms and strategies to, you know, continue on in my life because I can't just shut my life and the people that I have surrounded myself with out. Because if I do that, I lose everything that I've worked so hard to regain. It was just so bad in middle school and especially in 7th grade. It was so bad that, you know, I scared my parents. They thought that I would, you know, hurt myself. And trust me, the thought had crossed my mind multiple times. And it was probably all I wanted. It's probably every time I went to sleep at night, I'd say, just don't let me wake up in the morning. Because I just thought that everyone would be better off without me. That, like, I wouldn't be missed. I wouldn't, you know, no one would notice. It got so bad that my parents and the teachers, or my guidance counselors at the middle school, decided that I needed to go to a mental hospital, except it wasn't like overnight. It was just I was doing it in the day. And obviously when they told me that, I broke down and I was like, no, I don't want to go. I don't want this. My parents did this for me because they do love me and they wanted what was best for me. But I was supposed to start around middle of November, you know, and only be there for, you know, a few weeks probably. But on top of all that, my grandmother passed away in the middle of November of, when was this, 2014. And it wasn't the right time to send me, so I didn't start until like December. So then I would go to the hospital, and that's why I missed so much school in 7th grade, because I was only supposed to be there for, you know, a month, but it pretty much turned into 2 months. You know, it was just not a good time, and I don't remember much of it. And when I finished that, I remember just sitting, I think that's what it was. I would sit in my guidance counselor's office and do work there. I would isolate myself. I don't remember anything. It would be hard for me to even stay the whole day, so I would literally stay for like 1 hour in the morning and then go home. And I would make sure that it was the time I would leave and the time I would come in would be when everyone was in class and not switching classes, so that I didn't have to see anyone I know and, you know, be asked, where are you, or where have you been, and all that. Somehow in 8th grade, I got my shit together and started off okay. I still missed a ton of school, but it was much better than it had been. And I was like, okay, this is good. I'm getting on the right track, you know? I'm trying to reconnect with my friends, but they don't really understand what's going on, and I don't want to tell them. Started high school. And high school was probably, freshman year was probably the best year I had had. Mentally, probably the best mentally good year I'd had. I thought that after my freshman year that it was actually all going to be okay. I thought, okay, I've gone through this horrible rough patch in the past, and now I'm only going to, you know, move ahead, and it's only going to be good from here. Sophomore year starts out okay. Get through this year, and it's going to be fine. But then towards the end of semester 1, I got the flu, and I missed a lot of school. It wiped everybody out. But me, I seemed to get sick a lot, or I had gotten sick a lot, and it wiped me out extra hard, so I missed a lot of school. And so when I miss a lot of school, that's when my like anxiety of going back kicks in, of like, no, I can't go back. And then that happened, so I physically couldn't go back. I don't know what it was. So then I started spiraling again, and I became depressed, you know, just not wanting to go back. I couldn't go back. I was just, I don't really even know exactly. But I want people to know that it wasn't because I didn't, it wasn't that I dropped out of school. It wasn't that I was choosing not to go to school on purpose. It was because I literally physically couldn't go to school. And I missed a lot of school again. And it, you know, it was a whole new battle because I was older now, so I was older and in high school, so missing a lot of school was going to cost me a lot because it was going to probably affect when I'd graduate or what grade I'd be in. And, you know, I was thinking, well, I don't want to be held back. I don't want to be a sophomore again. And then that, thinking all about, like, well, what if I don't graduate with my class? What if I get held back? What if I fail all my classes? Went through my head, sent me spiraling again, and made my anxiety rise, which didn't help. I hope you guys, you know, get a sense of what kind of happened. You know, and I went back, and I'd be seen in the halls, but I'd get these looks of, she still goes here, or where has she been, or why is she, you know, not in class if she's in school. And I had this own kind of program set up to kind of help me adjust back into school. But I did not once set foot into a classroom in all of semester 2 of sophomore year. I spent it in a room with a few other kids who came and went, and some teachers, just doing my own work, you know, being given work. But I would just, when it was time for me to go, I would pack up and I would just bolt for the door and just get in the car and go home, do some work, go to bed. And that became my everyday routine. Constantly just not feeling happy, just feeling depressed and not wanting to talk about it. And towards the end of the year, I only finished like half my year of Spanish and my complete sophomore year of English. Meaning I had to take the rest of the classes I was taking that year over the summer. Wasn't fun, but I did them online. And I remember going through all of this through the school year and over the summer and, crying almost every day and breaking down over the littlest things or over, social interactions. I wasn't happy. Not once. And I think I hadn't really been happy for a long time. And I started to, just be even more depressed when it was summer and I'm supposed to be having fun in the summer. But I did that, and then we got into researching online school, and I decided that online school was the best for me. That's why you guys that I know don't see me at school anymore. It's because I do online school. It started out really good. It was a big change, and it's very different, but for the overall, it's what worked for me. Junior year, emotionally and mentally, was much better. Physically, though, it started out kind of rough. So it was pretty much like 3 weeks after school started, I got a concussion. It took me a while before I could even start kind of doing work, which for the program that I do for the school, it tells you like you're 5 lessons overdue. If you're overdue. Those overdue lessons soon got bumped up to 20 because I couldn't work. And then when I started working, I was working slow, and those lessons got bumped up to 30, and then 40, and then 50. I was only in my first semester, and the overdue lessons were rising. And the first semester ends in January, and I remember just being over 50 lessons overdue. Because I had had a concussion, and then I got anxious and, nervous about not being able to complete it. But the teachers at my school are so great. They helped me, get through, and I was actually able to finish the semester. I came back from over 50 due lessons and finished the first semester. And I didn't break like I would have last year. And if I had been in this, like, the brick and mortar school that I went to last year, I wouldn't be where I am today. I don't know where I'd be, but I wouldn't be here. So the second semester starts off pretty good. I have a good first, I want to say month. And then, for no reason, I just start finding myself breaking down kind of like every day, not really knowing why, and then the lessons getting bumped up again. Seeing the amount of overdue lessons growing again was affecting me emotionally, but I also knew that I could come back from it because I had the semester before. It was hard and it wasn't fun, but it happened. I fell behind. I just found that I wasn't happy. I wasn't myself, and I wasn't feeling complete. I felt like empty because school ends in like 6 weeks, and I have to take 2 classes over the summer anyway. I've been, working away. I know that it's hard, and it is hard. It's a lot. I have a lot of lessons to complete, but I also need to, like, not isolate myself. Recently, these past few months, I said I was fine, even to my parents, to my mom, who I'm really close with. I played it off as if it was normal, when it's not normal to fall this far behind. I'll be honest, I was not trying my hardest. I didn't try my hardest because I think that a part of me that was succumbing to the depression didn't care if I failed. But these past months, some of my friends know that I haven't been myself. I've been depressed. I've been down. And I just want people to know that they're not alone. It was around this time, recently actually, in this new year, that I, really started, I think, telling like a couple of my close friends what was really going on at this time in my life, some things that have really helped at this time. And my friends know that I love the Dolan Twins, and my close friends know that I have been talking about them a lot recently and realizing what they have all gone through and how I feel so comfortable with them even though I don't know them. Like, I feel like I could be really honest and open with them if I met them in person. But what I'm saying is, they've been through a ton of shit, and I've been through a ton of shit, and I have been really into the Dolan Twins, and I just feel like they're hilarious. They have a great sense of humor. They're themselves. They're famous, but they're also down to earth. There's no chance they're ever gonna see this video, but I would love them. I would love for them to see this. But it's a big part, and as cheesy or as crazy as this sounds, a big reason I'm getting through this is because of them. I just want to say thank you guys for, you know, posting your videos every Tuesday. It means the world to me and all of your fans. And we just want you to keep up the good work, but stay happy and know that you're not alone. This video has been completely unorganized because I've just been speaking from what's on my mind. This is definitely a deep video and a part of me that I didn't think I would share. That's me. I am a 17-year-old girl who has struggled and will always struggle with depression and anxiety. And even right now, I am not in the place, I'm not where I want to be. I just want to thank, you know, my parents, my friends, the Dolan Twins, but without them, I wouldn't be where I am today. Like, I would have given up a long time ago, but they didn't let me because they knew that I could do this. I have these dreams that people will say will never happen or are unrealistic, like meeting the Dolan Twins or having the Dolan Twins watch this video or moving to LA, traveling the world, you know, becoming a YouTuber with an impact on people's lives. Well, that seems unrealistic. It probably is, but I don't know for sure what I want to do with my life. But one thing is, I want to be more open. I want people to know that no one is perfect. And people go through their own struggles, so don't judge them just because they act happy, they act fine, or they have everything that you could ever want. Because just because they seem fine doesn't mean they are. This video is to kind of hopefully answer some people's questions, to show my peers and my family members and random strangers that it's gonna be okay, and now you kind of know, you know, the real me. And I still have a lot to work on, and it's not gonna be easy, but I know that I can do it. I want them to still see me as the Maggie they knew when we went to elementary school together, or the Maggie they knew a year ago. I don't want to be seen completely different just because I share this story. The reason that I started this YouTube channel was because I eventually wanted to talk about this and to put this in the open and hopefully impact people's lives. I want people to know that they're not alone, and I can't stress that enough. If you are needing help, if you ever feel lost and hopeless and like that you just need help, you know, talk to someone. Never give up. Thank you guys so much for watching. You know, if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask. Know that you're not alone, and I'm here for you. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, guys.